Hi everybody, my name is Joe. I'm a violinist, singer, and guitarist living in South Dakota. I just want to talk today about cables that you use in the studio, specifically the spdif cable, which I have around here. Alright, spdif, SPDIF, stands for Sony Philips Digital Interconnect Format. And basically it's a 75 ohm cable. It's a coaxial cable. Apparently it's double shielded, which means something, and it has RCA ends. The benefits of using a cable like this to go from your preamp to your interface, which in my case is an MBox 2, I want to talk about. So I've tried every possible connection I could with, I think, with what I have. My preamp is an API A2D, and going into the MBox 2, when I used an XLR going from the output of the preamp to the input of the MBox 2, I noticed that my signal was really hot, and it was really difficult for me to record my voice or really anything without peaking. Staying within a reasonable distance from the microphone. I found the same thing with a TRS cable. That was the same thing. The signal was too hot. I had to attenuate both. I would at the mic do a -10 dB, and on my preamp I do a -10 dB, and it was still too hot. And I still was uncertain whether I was actually using my API's analog to digital converter, or whether I was using the MBoxes. I still don't know, but so if anybody knows, you can definitely shine some light on that. But this thing fixed it. I used the spdif cable to go from my API A2D to the MBox, and suddenly it was night and day. I could stand next to my mic, I could crank my my preamps, and I could get the sound that you're supposed to get, I guess, with an API 312 preamp. So it really fixed a lot of things. So I'd say the benefits of using the spdif cable are it will seemingly completely bypass the preamps in your interface, whereas with a TRS or an XLR cable, you have to attenuate the signal to be able to actually, more than once, depending on how hot your preamp is, I guess. Another benefit is I noticed when I would turn down my mix so that I could mix everything a little better, because that's what you read on the forums like Gear Sluts, is to turn down the volume to mix because it speaks a lot. And I think the more you try to do that, the more you realize how important it is. But when I turned it down, and I could notice specifically on my vocals how crisp and clear it still was at a low volume, and that those low frequencies it didn't sound like just rumbly and the syllables would be all blurred together. So it definitely gives you a clear signal and allows you, I think, to use your own preamp and your own analog to digital converter, as opposed to relying on the quality of your interface. So that's it. I hope this was helpful, and I'll leave you guys with a little of my music. But peace, love, and good luck recording.
The things I got to do, want the things I wanna do.